Let us try to have a look and understand few of the capital market instruments. Okay, these are financial instruments which are traded in the capital market. The first one is shares. Now, what are shares? Shares are a unit of ownership in an organization or a corporation. When a listed company wants to borrow for the purpose of expansion, diversification, etc., it issues shares in the stock market. An individual subscribing to a share of a company is called a shareholder of that company. Shareholder gets an ownership right into the company equal to the percentage of shares in his possession. The two types of shares are preference shares and equity shares. What are preference shares? Preference share refers to shares which give preferential treatment to the shareholders in terms of right to receive dividend at a fixed rate or fixed amount before any dividend is paid to equity shareholders. And it also gives the right to receive repayment of capital on winding up of the company before the capital of equity shareholder is returned. These two features make them a safer investment compared to equity shares. Preference shareholders do not have any voting rights in the company, hence they cannot influence any decision of the company. What are equity shares? Equity shares are issued by companies to raise the long-term finance and hence these kind of shares are known as equity shares. They are also known as ordinary shares. Equity shareholders do not enjoy any preferential right with regard to repayment of capital or dividend. They are entitled to the residual income of the company. It means the dividend payable to the equity shareholder is an appropriation of company's profit. They are the actual owners of the company and hence bear the highest risk. The second instrument is company fixed deposits. The deposits placed with the companies by investors for a fixed term for a certain rate of interest are called as company fixed deposits. Financial institutions and non-banking finance companies accept such deposits. They are governed by Companies Act under Section 58A. The rate of returns offered on company fixed deposit is higher than the rate of return paid on bank fixed deposits, but company fixed deposits are unsecured. Third one is warrants. It is a security that authorizes the holder to buy the underlying stock of the issuing company at a fixed price until the expiry period. Warrant holders can convert their warrant certificate into underlying equity share of the company within a given time period. A stock warrant is issued by the company itself, and whenever a stock warrant is issued, new shares are issued by the company for the transaction. The two types of warrants are called call warrant, which represents specific number of shares that can be purchased from the issuer at a specific price on or before a predetermined rate in future. Put warrants refers to a certain amount of equity shares that can be sold back only to the issuer at a specified price on or before a specified date. Next is debentures. Debentures are long-term borrowed funds of the companies. They have fixed rate of interest and a specified maturity period. The maturity period of debentures would vary between 10 to 20 years. They are usually in the form of certificates issued under the seal of company. The certificate is an acknowledgement by the company of the debt it owes to the holder. The next instrument traded in capital market includes bonds. It is a financial instrument through which the issuer of the bond raises capital at a certain cost for a fixed time period. They usually have a fixed maturity period and fixed or variable rate of interest, which is called as coupon rate. It differs from loan with respect to its tradability. A bond may be traded as many times before its maturity. The tenure of government bonds ranges between 5 to 40 years. We then have mutual funds. Mutual fund is a medium of pooling resources from large number of people for the purpose of investing into securities such as stocks, bonds, and other financial assets. The different types of mutual fund schemes include open-end and closed-end funds, load funds and no-load funds, tax-exempt and non-tax-exempt funds. Broad categories of mutual funds are equity funds, money market liquid funds, hybrid funds, debt or income funds, gilt funds, and others. Then we have derivatives. What is a derivative? It is an instrument whose value is derived from the value of one or more underlying assets, which could be commodities, precious metals, currencies, bonds, stocks, etc. Four most common derivative instruments are forward, futures, options, and swaps. Next is commodities. Commodities are traded at current or future date. Commodity futures are agreement to buy or sell a commodity at a specific date in the future at a particular price. Commodity trading involves group of assets related to food, energy, and metals. The last one is currency exchange. A currency future is a future contract to exchange one currency for another at a specified date in the future at an exchange rate that is fixed on purchase date. These contracts helps investors to hedge against the foreign exchange risk.